Hey, what's going on, everybody? Man, it's been a minute since I posted anything on this channel. I don't have a big channel or anything. They have like 20 subscribers or something like that. When I first started doing videos, my purpose was just to shed some light on the Roman Catholic Church. There's so much debate, excuse me, so much debate and controversy. Catholic Church, the one true church, Protestants, but all that stuff, right? And it's all over the place. But you know, the the debates that I listen to and the people I listen to, as far as both on both sides, is mainly people in the United States. And I've said in my videos, the Catholicism in the States compared to Mexico, which Mexico is like connected to the States. I mean, it's so close, and it's such a big difference in a lot of stuff. The environment, the atmosphere, just everything. But for sure, Catholicism down here. I'm a missionary. For those of you, maybe this first video you've seen, I'm a missionary. Mexico, South Mexico. Been down here for a total of around 15 years, 14, 15 years. We mainly work out in the mountains with indigenous people in villages that you will see Catholic churches all over the place. But as far as a Christian church, Protestant evangelical church, that's starting to grow. It is, but there's some places where they just never really heard it, and that's our mission. That's what we do. That's what we've been doing. And by God's grace, we've been able to break some ground and get some churches started. Um, but I just want to, I don't know, try to shed some more light on this subject. Seems like there's a lot of confusion um, going around, a lot of deconstructing people in their faith and leaving this church and joining that church. And you even got big time name guys like Sam Shamoon. He's Catholic now. um Now he's just blasting Protestants, and it gets ugly. It really gets ugly. But my thing is that, and that's I've done these videos, is for people to see firsthand what goes on down here. And the Catholic Church, the Roman Catholic Church, uh, claim, that they're the one true church, you know, and they have the full gospel and all that. And what goes on down here is, I don't know. I mean, you make the call, you know. Yeah, and I will say this: it's a mess. I've said it in other videos. These people, most of them, have no clue what the gospel is. It's mainly just tradition, and for them. And I don't want to make this video real long, but as you can see on the screen, I have a picture of the two on your left. They're called La Santa Muerte, the death saint. I guess that's how you would translate it in English. And you just look at them. I mean, just look at the two on the left. Just take a good look at how crazy they look, how demonic that is. I mean, and down here they have so many saints. You can see some of my videos. I've done short videos of certain saints they have down here, where they make like their own place of worship or whatever. They build these big, I don't know what you would call them in English, but just kind of like building structures where they have the saint, the idol of the saint there, and they go and they pray to the saint, and each saint does certain types of things. They have certain powers to help people. So the people here are always praying to saints, and they have saints. I mean, so many saints. So you can go in people's houses and they'll have a table just full of what you see on the screen. The one to the right is Hukila. That's another story. Um, Lady that you can Google it. Just Google it. Hukila. another saint they pray to. I mean, there's all kinds, but just I want you to focus just on the two that's on the left there. Just look at them, and you can see they got coins embedded in them. Um, so the purpose of this saint, and you'll see even the cartels that go around murdering people have these saints in their trucks and around their necks. And this is a practice in the Catholic Church. I mean, you can be like, no, that's not, blah, 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 that's something else. I mean, that's just the thing. The Catholic Church, especially here, and that's where the debate comes in, all the traditions that supposedly come from the apostles. Um, it's wild. And it's just so, the Catholic Church here is just so far off from the gospel. I think the Catholic Church in general is, but especially here, it's just so far off from the Bible, from the gospel. And so you got these saints, you got this Santa Muerte, the holy death that's supposed to protect you from death. That's why the cartels have them, to keep them safe, and they put their trust into these things. So what this is here is three idols that some new Christians, new converts brought to us. Most of the time, when people convert, they get really born again. They really want to follow Jesus and do what, read the Bible and do what the Bible says. They're really scared to break their idols. These idols have such a stronghold in their lives that they think if they break them, God's going to punish them. Something bad's going to happen to them. I mean, it's embedded in their mind. I mean, it's sad. It's true. It's sad. It's so sad. But these idols are from a new believer that was afraid to do anything with them and wanted to get rid of them. They decided to follow Jesus. They want to follow him. They see that these things don't work, that you can pray to them night and day, and they have no power, just like Psalm 115 says. Give me a second here and see if I can switch pictures. Okay, that's the before. Now here we go with the after. Let me see if I can blow it up just a little bit, just so we can see it. Okay. All right. There's the after. So that's what we did with them. We crushed them. We smashed them. I know that probably is going to offend some people watching this video, but you're talking about people for years have been in bondage, never really heard the true gospel of Jesus, putting their hope in these things for years and years and years, and they're starting to see that these things don't do anything. They have no power to change. And so they hear the gospel. There's our leader at this church where this member comes. This guy, he has the gift of healing. I mean, people come and he prays for them and they get healed. Not everybody, but a good amount of people come and they recognize that it's Jesus and they see the truth in the Bible and they're coming around. So we're swimming up against the current. I mean, the persecution, the opposition that comes against us when we go out, and we're just going out. We don't go and just hammer people about that. We just go and preach Jesus, man. We preach the gospel. We don't condemn people. We let them see for themselves that these idols don't do anything. They're starting to see it. God's moving. The gospel's being preached. And, again, the persecution that comes against these people that, man, their lives change. They leave, drunkenness is just rampant out there. They get saved. They get truly born again. They get set free from drunkenness, which these idols couldn't do. And their eyes are opened. They're open. They're transformed. They want to do right. And it's almost every time it's immediate persecution in the villages. And where does it come from? Catholics. I might hurt some of you Catholics that are watching right now, but it's the truth. And especially if you're in the United States and you're watching this, listening to this, and I always tell people, just come on down and see. Like it is what it is. It's the truth. I'm not lying. It is what it is. It's the truth. It might hurt. It might hurt, and this it is what it is. Sometimes the truth hurts. But anyway, I just wanted to just to throw this video out here. Haven't done it. I haven't done any in a long time. I was hoping they would get some traction, and nothing really grabbed. So I actually started another channel where I'm doing teachings in Spanish for our churches down here. So I've been putting my time into those teachings. So anyway, I just hope this sheds some light, maybe get some people thinking. Any questions, any comments, be free to leave some comments in the section below. Just, try to be nice. Try to be nice. So anyway, hopefully this, shed some light on the subject of the claim of the Roman Catholic Church as the one true church. And when you go to a country like Mexico and you see, just check out the videos. You see the processions, the parades, how they elevate idols, and Guadalupe, which is Mary, and it's crazy. It's far from the pure gospel that we find in the Bible. So anyway, God bless everybody. Take care.